That's right, we do have another Tremors movie if you didn't know. This is also available on Blu-ray and DVD, but I watched it on Netflix. I didn't even know this thing was going to be on Netflix. Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit before I get into my actual review, so just skip ahead, uh, like probably 30 seconds to a minute maybe. This has been happening a lot with some of the straight-to-DVD movies. They've been going to Netflix as well. American Pie Girls Rule did that. And I wish I would have not spent my dollar, or maybe I paid like $3 to rent it. I can't quite remember, but I was really let down with that one. With Tremors Shrieker Island, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I'm gonna get into the review now, so let's get into it. A full exactly 1 minute into the video. Tremors Shrieker Island is all about when a group of hunters genetically modify graboid eggs. They face an all-out war against the larger, terrifying, intelligent graboids and the swiftly multiplying Shriekers. This film has Michael Gross returning. It also has a couple newcomers, namely John Heater. I haven't seen John Heater in anything in a while. The last thing that I remember actually seeing John Heater in. Now, keep in mind, I have never seen Napoleon Dynamite. I haven't seen Blades of Glory. I haven't seen Just Like Heaven. It seems like he's been doing a lot of voiceover work, from what I'm seeing here. He's been doing a lot of Disney, a lot of Netflix, some Veggie Tales. So he hasn't really been doing a whole lot, actually. In the mid-2000s, he was starting to go on a bit of a rise. I actually enjoyed Moving McAllister. I haven't seen Moving McAllister in 8 years, I want to say. But I saw it because Mila Kunis was in it, and that was when I started watching that 70s show. So I wanted to see whatever I could with her in it. This film is the best sequel. I do have reviews. I believe I still have reviews up for the past 6 films. There was 1, 2, 3 Bloodlines, and then A Cold Day in Hell, I believe. And this is Shrieker Island. This film is an hour and 43 minutes, and it feels like probably 90. This movie had no right to be as good as it was. I wasn't expecting to even enjoy this movie, because I didn't like hardly any of the sequels. I thought 2 was alright, 3, 4, and 5 were just awful, and then 6 was subpar from what I remember. This one actually has some good humor and a lot of fun to be had with it. This one, they don't take it seriously. You aren't supposed to take this seriously at all. With Tremors movies, the first one took it seriously, but it also had a lot of fun with it. The other ones just went off the wall and just completely bat insane. This film goes back to the first one in the style of fun and the style of seriousness that they give it. Now, are the effects anything astonishing? No, but for the straight-to-home video budget that they had, they did a pretty darn good job with it. This movie is a lot of fun. Michael Gross has pretty much always been the saving graces for the sequels. I really enjoyed Kevin Bacon, Reba in 1. Everybody in 1 did a decent enough job. I thought it was really, really enjoyable. This film is the strongest sequel that I have seen in quite a while for a franchise, excluding like the multiple $100 million budgets like Wonder Woman, which I am probably not going to see this year anyways, because it's going to get moved apparently. Say the Transformers or Fast and Furious. Well, no. The Fast and Furious movies I love a lot more than this movie. But You know what I mean. The last sequel that I actually saw that I remember seeing that had a decent little budget was American Pie Girls Rule. With this movie, it's funny, and I think they're going to try and keep it going with this group of characters because they are trying to build up this group of characters by having people who don't really use guns. They have what they have on this island, and that's it. And the way they handle fighting these monsters, these graboids and shriekers, is really well done and very smart. But then again, the screenplay isn't the best. There are some problems here and there, and I thought that some of the humor didn't really hit. With comedy, it's very subjective. If you find every single joke in this movie downright hilarious, God bless you. I thought that there were some really enjoyable moments, but even coming from me, it sounds like I'm praising this movie, but you gotta understand, this is from a person who didn't expect much from this movie. I was expecting a movie on par with 6. This is the best sequel in the Tremors franchise. I think we are getting an 8th film, uh, and I'm not going to give any spoilers, but there are some deaths in here, and one of them you're actually kind of cheering for, because he's just such an a-hole in the movie, and when a character is in a movie like this, playing a complete a-hole, you just want them dead. There is my review of Tremors Shrieker Island, and I'm going to give Tremors Shrieker Island a B-. It's definitely a fun watch. It's not a great movie, but it's definitely one that I can see myself watching this one and the first Tremors again. Stay tuned for the next reviews because I got a lot of Christmas to talk about, so I will see you guys in the next videos.